some teachers may be concerned that, well, you know, I'm tough and I like my class this way. But, you know, they in no way do they promote any type of weakness. Actually, it strengthens you, and it's going to strengthen you as a teacher and as a parent. And it does not, for the other teachers who have not been, it's not something where, oh, let the kids do what they want and let's just love them. It's not. It's not about. It's love, but it's not about babying and coddling. It's, you know, giving them the tools to love themselves and the tools to be able to be successful long term.
You know, it's not even important what happened in the past. That was one thing that I had to really embrace, because I went in there saying, you know what, if a child comes in, I want to know what happened at home. I want to know what made this child this way. And but really the response we got to that was, so what does it matter? We're here right now in the moment, and what matters is where we can go from here.
The nurture heart approach is just, I think that it's going to allow, and it is allowing in my classroom, that my kids see their greatness, and because they see their greatness, they want to do what they need to do. They want to do their work. They want to show that they're smart. They want to show that they're intelligent. You know, and all these things, we keep saying these things and we're building these things, we're just building our children up. And that's what the Nurture Heart approach does.
That word greatness, I brought that back with me. Greatness. My students might not have a clue what greatness is, but if you ask them or listen to them, let them come up with their own words for greatness, you'll be so, well, I was shocked. Ask them to tell somebody else about their greatness. What stood out to me the most was when I asked them first about those, it's like saying something nice to somebody. And it's true, recognizing something great that somebody did. It was so hard for them. If I asked them to tell me something wrong with that person, words would just be going. But I asked them to tell me something nice about that person and make sure you're being honest. So an activity I did in my class was, after they recognize somebody's greatness, and they never use the word greatness, they'll tell me other things that fall under the umbrella of greatness. Let them explain to me, why are you saying that? And if you cannot tell me why you're saying that, it's not true. But you should see the faces on them when somebody told them something great about themselves.
Showing the students their greatness as much as possible, and really engaging them in that, and engaging myself in that, really plugging into that, and just growing and growing on that, versus feeding any negativity at all, but just making them, filling them up so much, and anybody, any person, filling them up so much with the truth about themselves, that although there will be negative behaviors and there will be times to reset, but that in time, that connected time, will be so much more valuable.
It is a transformation for me, because I have to be relearning all the things that I should have been doing, and I thought I was doing great, but no, I'm even doing greater. And the kids are showing up. They are ready to go. It's not 100%. I'm still a work in progress, but I'm getting there one step at a time.
And what I learned was, in order for me to nurture my students, I had to be nurtured myself. I didn't know how to nurture me. But once you go and come back, things have a whole new perspective. You look at yourself differently, you look at your students differently, and you begin to say, I want better. I just want better. So once all the staff gets on board, you just keep doing what you're doing, because you're building a foundation. And that's what they're gonna need. They need a foundation first. And once everyone else gets trained, it's gonna take off. It's going to take off.
I'm not aware of how great I was until I attended the training. Nobody has the guts to tell me before that you're this, you're that. Actually, I was forced to speak in front of a whole crowd. Lisa Bravo was telling me, this is your time to shine, you have to speak because you haven't spoken anything. So then I realized that after speaking, Mr. Agarwal told me, wow, you were able to wow the crowd. I was asking him, what did I say? No, you're great. So I was able to recognize my own greatness. And that is something like, before I recognize the greatness of others, I should first acknowledge that I am great within me first.
So many people, maybe all of us can testify of that. While we were there, so many people from other organizations, other schools, I mean, Sallie B was on their lips.
We want to change the world. We're in these education and helping professions to help people. Yeah. That's just a God-given desire. So that's what we will do. And then we have great plans for you to help us at Sallie B. Howard pave the way, create the plan. How do we make this happen? How do we ensure that every student that graduates or leaves Sallie B. Howard, or who has been touched by Sallie B. Howard, they don't have to be here for 8 or 9 years, but any child, any person, parent and all, that's been touched by Sallie B. Howard leaves us with a strong sense of himself, his inner wealth, and is able to withstand the hostilities and the challenges that the world is going to bring. Then I agree with you. We are successful when we can achieve that. And this becomes the culture of Sallie B. Howard.